I'd like to welcome you all to this Lunch and Learn about the Jerusalem Princess Basma Center. As you all know, the Basma Center is a place that we as the group of Canadian Compass Rose Society have supported in the past, and I suspect will continue to support in the future. And I'm delighted to tell you that we are joined today by Violette Mubarak, who is the General Director of the center. And I'm going to make some brief introductory remarks, and then Violette is going to take us through a discussion of the center, what it does, and how the support that we and others provide the center is vital to their continued work. So as you all know, the center is located in Jerusalem. It is a hospital for disabled children, and operates under the Anglican Episcopal Church within the Diocese of Jerusalem. And its vision is that all Palestinian children with disabilities have access to quality health services and inclusive education, can participate and influence, have hope and opportunities. So with that, Violette, perhaps I can turn it over to you and you can tell us more about the center.
First, good afternoon for everyone, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to be with you all. So we're delighted, and I'm very thankful for you, Mark, for making this. So thank you. So the Jerusalem Princess Basma Center established from 1964. And these photos taken by you, Mr. Mark, during your visit at the center. So these photos for the centers, and here, thanks for Canadian Compass Rose Society and Compass Rose Society of Hong Kong for their support, and we all the time thanks our donors for their support to us. So who we are, our name is the Jerusalem Princess Basma Center, and the meaning of our name, Basma in Arabic is smile. So what we're all the time looking for, that we see a smile over the faces, especially the faces of children with disabilities and their families. And if you have been at our center, and I hope that you can come and visit us, you can see this is the main target that we're looking for. The place was inaugurated by Princess Basma. She's the aunt of current King Abdullah, from Jordan. And from that time, it took its name. So we operate, as you told us, Mark, under the umbrella of the Arab Anglican Episcopal Church in Jerusalem and the Middle East. We implement a long-term community-based program and always maintain a clear vision of providing comprehensive rehabilitation and inclusive education. We achieved and we received we obtained the JCI accreditation. It's for quality for the third time on law. So we're accredited. Last time was in 2021. Our vision, you already mentioned, Mark, that we envision that all Palestinian children with disabilities have access to quality health services and inclusive education, can participate and have influence and have hope and opportunities. Our mission, since its establishment in 1964, we work toward the integration and empowerment of children with disabilities and their families in their communities by providing rehabilitation services, inclusive education, through the development and dissemination of the best practices and influencing policies and legislation. So our values, we set these values for us. Our values: inclusion and participation, equality, quality, integrity, best use of resources, and responsive. Our values, as I told you, we have these values that we believe in: inclusive and participation, equality, quality, integration, best use of resources, and responsive. We have two main departments. We have the Child Rehabilitation Center and we have Inclusive School. I will start talking about the Child Rehabilitation Center. So these photos of our Child Rehabilitation department. The main services that we offer for children with disabilities in our Child Rehabilitation Center, the comprehensive rehabilitation, then child development and student therapy program. I will start telling you about our comprehensive program. Comprehensive program this is the main services that we offer in the Child Rehabilitation Center, and we offer these services for children with disabilities from West Bank and Gaza. It's a residential program. We mean by this that when children come to our center, they sleep with their mothers and their mothers for 2 to 3 weeks. The cycle of the treatment starts at the community. So we have an outreach team. It consists from the rehabilitation doctor. We have speech and language, occupational therapists, physiotherapists. They visited the community. We have 16 partners in the community that we visited them and assist the children in the community, because it's a matter of access. As you know, that we're located in Jerusalem and Mount of Olive, and it's very difficult for children from West Bank to enter Jerusalem without permit. So our team would go to the community and assist the children there and refer who need comprehensive rehabilitation to our center. So the age of these children from birth till 15 years old, we have around, the team assess around 1,300 every year in the community and refer children to our center. So we usually treat around 500. This year, we're targeting 500 child in the comprehensive program. For the child development unit, we receive in this service just children from East Jerusalem, and they come just for sessions and come back to their home. So it's just receiving sessions. Student therapy program, we offer this service for students in the school. So we have 1/3 of the students from the school, they are children and students with disability. So they receive their education and rehabilitation at the same time. So they receive their therapy at the rehabilitation center. So we have also, these are our main services, and you will ask me from where, because we sell our services to the Palestinian Ministry of Health. So in the comprehensive rehabilitation services, the Palestinian Ministry of Health as a referral center, because we are the main referral center for the Palestinian Ministry of Health, we sell our services to them. They usually pay us around 75% from our costs. The other 25% we need to look for funds for this program. And as you know, I don't know if you know this, but we face all the time problem to receive our money from the Palestinian Ministry of Health. The supporting programs that we have also, it's like these are our main services at the Child Rehabilitation Center, but the supporting programs, we have supporting programs, and these programs designed to sustain the service that we offer for children. So we have the MFEP, is the Mother and Family Empowerment Program. In this program, we teach the mothers to be a shadow therapist for their children. And it's very important because after the discharge, each mother receives a home therapy program for her child, so she continue her work with the child in her home. So this program, this is the first pillar. The second pillar is the psychosocial. All the time, the mothers claim that they have children with disability, and they bring between two practices, damaged child. So we work with them psychosocial. And the third pillar is education. We have educational sessions for the mothers. We're talking about the well-being of her and her child, and about the child's right to be in the school, and all of these. The other program, we have the outreach program. As I told you, the cycle of the treatment started in the community because it's a matter of access. So the outreach program, we have around 60 visits every year. We assess around 1,300 child every year in the community. And we refer who needs more referral to the center. Clinical training program, this program designed to support, we have partners or we have contracts with the Palestinian universities, and they refer for our students in their third and fourth year for their practical training. So we train all future therapists at our center. So this is the cycle of treatment. I told you about it start from outreach visits, referrals, and child family empowerment program. And we talk about the outreach program because it's like the problem, it was limited access because of the limited access to services, and also financial challenges related to transportation fees because they are from all over West Bank, lack of enough facilities in the West Bank, and need for high quality expertise in the field. So this is the problem for outreach programs. So the impact, children with disability have access to high quality comprehensive rehabilitation. And also we do another thing in the outreach that we train as a national and resource center. We train the staff there in the community so that we assist the children in the community and also train their staff how to do the session and how to work with the children, and also the impact high quality services are provided, and so of course sustainable for children with disabilities. So number of beneficiaries in the Child Rehabilitation Center during the past 5 years, 2,000 mothers and family in the family and mother empowerment program, 6,000 child assessed in the outreach program. This is the statistics for the 5 years. This year we anticipate that 2022, we anticipate that we treat 500 children and admit 500 mother into the mother and family empowerment program. And for the next year, we hope that we reach more because it's our service is needed and we have a long waiting list. This is about the mother and family empowerment program. So we're talking about transforming families into advocates because it's needed. And we have too many stories I will tell you about, and we have one film that I will show you, this film. And providing tools for the families, it's very important that you educate the mothers to be advocate for their children, and also provide them with tools that they can use on their homes and in their community. Transforming families into shadow therapists. As I told you that we teach the mother to be a shadow therapist for her child. Families become capable of providing therapies at home, education, extended family members as part of the community, wider network of advocates. And we're all the time believing on the triangle. We said the child, the family, and the community. It's very important that these are working together to continue the cycle for the children. So we're talking about the sustainable therapeutic recycle and inclusion, and we talk about the importance of the mother and family empowerment program. And I will tell you something about the family and mother empowerment program. During the pandemic, as you know, all the institution and healthcare system, healthcare centers, they closed for a while, and we did the same. We closed for our doors for 1 month, maybe, or more than, but it's like we close physically, but we turn into directly to a virtual therapy program because we get in contact with the children who were at our center, and we continue with them, of course, the multidisciplinary team. They continue their therapeutic program with them over the camera or using their smartphones or whatever they have communication, and we continue the cycle of the treatment with them because they are trained how to use how to do the therapies for their children. So we have here 2 success stories, and we say that 2 success stories over the camera. We have Farah. Her first step was over the camera. The team were doing the session for the child. Of course, they're working with the mother and like giving instruction for the mother how to do the therapy for her child. So her first step, this child on the right one, her first step was over the camera. And here we have Nadine family. They use things from their home, and they do like a small Princess Basma Rehabilitation Center. They said it's a small simulation. So we they take the instruction from the team, and they start doing the therapies for their child also from the things from their home, because they are trained how to do the therapies, you know. So it facilitates our work. So this girl, last week we celebrated. She came at our center. She cannot move her hands and her legs, but thanks to God, after several admissions, now she's walking, she ran. She said, I will escape from here. I want to go back to my school. So this is one of the success stories that we have for this girl. I'm going to talk about our inclusive school. Our inclusive school, we are in the same, I don't know if you visited the place. If not, it's in the same place. We have the rehabilitation center and we have the inclusive school. Our inclusive school serves the children and the students from the geographic area, Jerusalem, because it's funded by the Israeli Ministry of Health. So it's very complicated, but I will tell you the story. So at our school, it's a unique model of inclusive education because it's serving children with disabilities from with and without disabilities from Jerusalem, from kindergarten up to 12th grade. This year, every year, it's around the number of the students is between 450 and more sometimes. So and 1/3 of these students, they are students with disability, and they receive the education and rehabilitation, as I told you, in the same place. This school we have, in the school we have inclusive classes and we have special education classes. If inclusive classes, we have in the same class, you can find children with and without disability in the same class. The difference here that we have the teacher, the regular teacher, but we have also special education teacher, we have assistant, we have multidisciplinary who work with them. Sometimes you find a nurse in the class, sometimes you find social workers, sometimes you find psychology, sometimes you find applied behavior analysis in the class. It depends in the cases that we have in each class. And in the special education classes, we have this year 7 education classes. It serves as a station for these children. So the children with disability, it just includes children with disability. They stay for 2 to 3 years. And if we succeed to include them in the regular class, and inclusive class, we move them. If not, after the 3 years, they move to other place. And for example, last year, we have an autism class. This class, last year, we have in each class just 8 students. Last year, we succeed to integrate 3 students from this class to a regular class. So this is also successful in the school. About gender, we have this year around 286 male and 166 female. Disability, it's the 66.4, it's without disability, 33 with disability. And we all the time looking forward to keep on this percentage, because it's like our capacity to have around just 1/3 of the students with disability. So if we want to talk about the challenges, I will tell you, because it's a little bit complicated, because we're serving children from West Bank, Gaza, and Jerusalem. And also we have the rehabilitation center and we have the school. And the rehabilitation center, I told you that we work with the Palestinian Minister of Health, we work with the Kupot Halim, the Israeli Medical Fund, and also we work with the municipality on the Child Rehabilitation Center. In the school, we work with the Israeli Minister of Health, Israeli Minister of Education, and municipality, and it's very complicated for me. It's like I need to all the time to revise this. So in the Child Rehabilitation Center, and the main services that we offer, as I told you, the residential program that we offer for children from West Bank and Gaza, we have a challenge here because the authorities there do not pay us the full costs. As I told you, it's arranged, it's 75% they give us, and the other 25% we all the time look for where to receive funds. So this is something, and all the time they do not pay us our time on money and time. So the 25 for one child, it's around 1,400 Canadian. So for example, next year, we're targeting 520 children. So we have to look after 728,000 Canadian dollars. So this is for us a big challenge. The other thing that I all the time say that we're running a program called the Mother and Family Empowerment Program. And this program is not funded from the authorities. So we need to look all the time for fund this program. So every family to participate on this program costed 990 Canadian dollar, and we're targeting next year 520 parents. So we need around 514,800 Canadian dollar. So these are the big challenges, because we're talking all the time about sustainable, and we're non-profit organization. So all the time we need to look for fund for this. So these are one of the challenges that we face. And what we're looking forward for next year, for 2023, you know, it's like now we're looking forward to install a solar panel for the center, because it's for all the time we're saying about environment. It's very important for the environment. And other thing that we will save if we succeed to install the solar panels on the center. So we will save around from $60,000 to $80,000 every year. So it's so far we received around 67 Canadian dollars so far, but it still needs around $552,000 for installing this solar. So we're looking forward for next year. So this is in general. This our information. So if you want anything, you can of course share with me, or for the general one, and also the website of the center. So now I will stop sharing, and also after that I will try to show you the films if it's okay for you. So this is one film, and I will show the other one if you have time. If you don't have time, so we can. You have time, we can.
المدرسة كانوا هم مش عارفين، صرت أحكي لهم انتو شو بتكملوا بإجري؟ وأنا بعرف آكل وبعرف أشرب، بعمل كل إشي حالي. انتو شو بتكملوا بإجري؟ لما ما كانوا يقبلوني المدارس كنت أفكر إنه جاء عبالي أصير مثل الطلاب. أنا لما أروح المدرسة ما حد بيضايقني، بالعكس هم بيساعدوني. نفسي إني أروح الشارع لحالي، بس أنا ولا بعمري قدرت. يعني أنا اللي زمان بحلم بهالإشي. أنا لما أكبر جاء عبالي أصير محامية عشان أصير اللي بده مساعدة أساعده.
So I will tell you about this story. Mira, she fights for her right to be in the school. First, she went to the school in her area. She lives in Naples, and they refused her because they said that we don't have the capacity to help her. But she fight, and this is what we're doing in the Mother and Family Empowerment Program. We teach them how to fight for their rights. So she fights, and finally she went to the principal there, and she said for the principal, I want to be in this school. And why you don't want to accept me in this school? I can do everything lonely. Why you care about my legs, you know? So now she's in the school, and last admission she came to the center and she said to me that the school accepted me in the school, but they refused some of my relatives because they are not good at the school. So she's now, she's strong enough to tell us this story. So also I want to show you a film about the Mother and Family Empowerment Program.
تم تشخيص طفلتي بمتلازمة كورنيليا ديلانج، وهي متلازمة نادرة الوجود. ولأنها متلازمة نادرة كان عندي كتير صعوبات واجهتها، مثل إنه كان تشخيصها صعب، تأخر تشخيصها، وما في كان مؤسسة واحدة تحضن هاي المتلازمة أو توجهني أو توعيني لأنه كيف أتعامل معها. اليوم وطن على عمر 11 شهر، موجودة في مؤسسة الأميرة بسمة من 3 أسابيع، تتلقى خدمات التأهيل والعلاج. هذا الإشي أثر عليها بشكل إيجابي، فاليوم وطن قادرة إنها تقعد، قادرة إنها تمسك الأشياء بإيديها، قادرة تعطي ردات فعل، أصوات بسيطة لكلمات. المميز في الأميرة بسمة هو توفر التأهيل الشامل والمكثف. المميز كمان بالمؤسسة هو مشاركتي وتدريبي بجميع الجلسات العلاجية اللي تتلقاها طفلتي، وهذا الإشي بيأهلني إني أكون معالجة ظل وأساهم في علاجها وتطورها خلال فترة وجودي بالمنزل. رسالتي لكل أم عندها طفل له احتياج خاص، ما توقفي، ابحثي دائما، اسعي لتطور طفلك، ابحثي عن المصدر الصح للمعلومة، وما تحسي حالك لحالك، وكوني متأكدة إنه دائما في أمل.
That's terrific. Thank you so much, Violette.
Yes, she's strong. Yeah, we have the last one is for the school. If you wish to see, it's like it will give you an idea about what we're doing in the school.
إن كنت من قرية، إن كنت من مدينة، إن كنت أسمر أم أشقر،
إن كنت ذكر أو أنثى.
مهما أكن أنا أستحق. أنا أستحق. أنا أستحق. أنا أستحق. أنا أستحق.
لن يمنعنا التمييز، لن يمنعنا الاختلاف، لن يمنعنا الفقر، لن تثنينا الظروف.
أنا أستحق والتعليم حق.
So this is in general what we're doing at the Jerusalem Princess Basma.
Thank you so much, Violetta. Does anyone have any questions or comments? If not, I just want to reiterate, first of all, I think a number of us have had the privilege of visiting the Basma Center, and it is a terrific place, and it's one that is doing fantastic work, which has been in the past supported by lots of groups, including the Canadian Compass Rose Society and the Compass Rose Society. If you are considering making a donation, we would be happy to take it through the Canadian Compass Rose Society and make sure that you get a Canadian tax receipt for that donation. And I'd like to thank all of you for attending, and especially Violette, thank you so much for the presentation today. It was terrific. I certainly learned a lot, and I hope everybody else did too. Thank you.
Thank you.